My name is Gaia, also known as Athena. Today I would like to talk about how I plan to review books. First off, I would like to say that I have not studied literature, and so I am therefore not really an expert in that field. My reviews will be based on my personal opinions and how I experienced the book and whether I enjoyed it or not, or whether I learned something from it. Some of the books I read are children's books. I'm not a parent and not a teacher, and I have no degree in child education or anything like that. So my reviews of children's books are based on how I felt about them as an adult. If I think the content is not suited for children, then I will say so. But I have no degree or any experience in this sort of area, so I'm usually just going on based on whether the library or another website classified the book as for specific ages. Another thing I would like to point out is that possibly because of my autism, I don't always pick up on what could be problematic content in books. However, I'm hoping that I can also give a unique viewpoint based on who I am as a person. All my reviews will be spoiler free. In the future, maybe I'll at one point make a spoiler video, but most likely all my reviews will be spoiler free. If I do ever make a video with spoilers, I will definitely put up enough warnings for this, because I personally really don't like being spoiled for what happens in a book. I also believe that not every book is suited to every single person. I have quite a lot of favorite books, but even so, for those favorites, I can imagine that not everybody in the whole world is going to want to read these. I can see that certain books have strengths or maybe flaws that might not suit other people. What I mean to say by it, that I find it easier to recommend a book to people if I know their specific taste and I can think about whether the book suits them or not. So in my reviews I might be saying, if you like these sorts of things, then you'll like this book. I don't think that there are many books that like everybody will necessarily enjoy. Some people are not gonna like some books, and that's okay. Most of my reviews will probably be positive. I am generally, I like to say I'm generally somewhat good at figuring out what kind of things I like, but also I tend to usually enjoy a book. Even if it's maybe not the next best thing ever, but I still enjoyed reading it. I'm not sure yet if I'll be rating the books. I usually find it nicer to hear from people their thoughts rather than seeing a specific rating and just that. So I might not be rating the books, but I will be giving you my thoughts in a few sentences of what I thought about the book. Oh, and if I do know about some problematic content in a book, then of course I will talk about this. It's just that sometimes I read a book and then years later I read or hear somewhere that there was some content in the book that might not be giving off a right message, that I don't always pick up on this, because when I read a book I'm not thinking about what is the author trying to get across here. I'm generally just enjoying the story. I'm not analysing the book line for line like how you might do at school. I get that that's what some people like to do, and that's absolutely fine. You do whatever you want. I just read for my enjoyment. It is my hobby, and so I also read to learn, but I mean, I don't have to do it for school, so I'm not gonna really analyse every single line of a book, because that's not my style. I do enjoy seeing those kinds of videos from other people, it's just not my style, so that's not what I'm going to do. Well, I've probably rambled on enough here. I hope you'll enjoy my upcoming book reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!